would you, as a senator, support a new independent investigation into 9/11?
For what purpose?
To clear up a lot of the questions that weren't covered in the 9/11 Commission?
Well, I'm not aware of any unanswered questions. I do know that there are people out there who believe that 9/11 was somehow planned by the U.S. government. And I think our government is incompetent, but I don't think they're evil. And I don't think there's any way that they could have pulled that off. And if even if they were that evil, it's just too big a conspiracy to keep quiet. And I certainly believe that the government took advantage of 9/11. They passed a Patriot Act that they never could have passed, which is really not a Patriot Act. It's an unpatriotic act. It's a way for the government to get more power for the IRS, which is really what they did. It's not about terrorists. It's about ordinary Americans, and the government making it easier.
We have a long history of successful steel construction in this country and in fact the world. And one of the great successes is that under normal fire conditions, we don't have building collapse. In fact, until 9/11, I was unaware of any protected steel structure that had collapsed anywhere in the world.
It's just something that you wonder about and you would like to know more about, sure. I assume. And do you,
Sure.
Did you study the tapes? And you...
I've done a lot of research, and it's not just me, it's the people that have come before me, the experts and the engineers and the physicists and the scientists and the scholars that raised a lot of these things. And I took a look at their research and said, yeah, it doesn't add up. A lot of it doesn't add up, hence these questions, and there's two areas. There's Building 7, and there's the 5 frames from the Pentagon. Don't listen to me. Do your own research, But I think that, what happened to a time in this country when we were entitled, when we had a constitutional and a God-given right to be curious about things that didn't make sense. That's all it was.
But the documents you use on 9/11 show, there's one document that suggests that Tower 7 fell down faster than it could have fallen down just by natural.
It doesn't suggest it, it says it. It said it fell at, NIST report said it fell at free fall.
So then you make the
wait a minute. That means you got to defy the laws of physics. That means everything was removed in which for anything to fall at free fall
speed. But then you make that
speed.
leap then to the idea that it was demolished by explosives inside by the government.
I don't make a leap. Why didn't they check for explosives? They never did, if not to eliminate them. They didn't do that.